Okay, so today's a bit of a juicy episode. We are going to be deep diving into the drum roll breakup. Not that that's like a happy thing and I'm not like smiling because it's always sad when you part ways with someone. But I feel like, a lot of people want to know. I get asked about it. People are like, oh my God, what happened? And I'm like, yo, not my business to tell. So
you're like staying well away from it.
I don't love the drama.
Nah, same. I hate it.
The people want the tea.
The people want the tea. So we're going to dive in.
Yeah. What are you comfortable sharing? What happened? How did you meet?
Okay, so we'll run it back to when we first met.
Yeah.
We were on a brand trip in Fiji.
Yeah.
There was a group of influencers. We were in Fiji for a week. And by chance, Sasha and I were on the same flight. We travelled all the way out to Fiji, to the island together. When we got there, we were actually told that we were staying in the same villa. Everyone else already had their villas allocated.
I'd be raging. I'd be like, get me the fuck out of the room with this dude.
I mean, it was a bit weird because, like, you know, you'd think that, like, you know, a couple of the boys would be together and the girls would be together. And you know, we were the last ones there. So it was just kind of like, you're in the same villa. Sasha and I were cool with it. And we just kind of stayed there. But then as the trip went on, we were there for like a week. We started to get like closer and closer, like every day. Cause like we were spending every day, every night together.
But were you kind of just thinking it was a friendship?
Yeah, 100%. I was thinking it was a friendship, but then I don't know. It was like, it felt so comfortable so early on and everything just started to like progress into a little bit more than a friendship. But like,
I feel
we
like
weren't hooking up or anything.
Yeah, it's easy to, you know, have a relationship with someone you feel comfortable with and like if your personalities are vibing, you naturally...
There's no like pressure, right? Like we're just like friends. And as the trip like started to unfold, we were doing all these like, you know, day trips and stuff. And Sash and I found ourselves like doing most of it together. Like we'd be as a group, but it would always be like Sash and I going there together or like doing the activities together or leaving early together. And then like the last night I started lipsing up. So
lipsing up?
It wasn't like proper. It was just like a kiss.
Who made the first move?
I think I did. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. And we were like being a bit discreet about it too. And then when we got back to Australia, I was like, that's just a honeymoon little romance thing. You know?
It's easy to fall in love in Fiji.
You're away from all your responsibilities, just like wherever, innit? And then we got back to Australia and I was like, listen, like this is just a honeymoon thing. Like, let's just go back into our normal things, like lives. I've already just broken up with my previous ex-girlfriend. I'm not really ready to be like, diving straight into a new relationship sort of thing.
It just happens for you, man.
It does.
I swear to God, like the amount of times I've been out with this guy and girls are like frothing, I'm like, what the is going on? Sorry, no offense. Like, love you as a brother, but I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, oh, he's so hot, he's so cute. I'm like, yeah. All right, okay. Want me to try and get you in there? It's so funny.
So yeah, like I met up with her just to airdrop some photos, and then again, it just progressed. We ended up going to like Pack Fair shopping centre. Then we're having photos with Santa, hugging.
Oh, that is
doing
so
the love
intimate.
hearts. Yeah, and then she's printing out like. We're printing out all the photos.
Puts the photos in a frame next to your bed.
And then we had them in like a globe with the snow and all this. And I remember leaving being like, what is happening? Like things are moving mad and I don't even mean for it to be happening this way.
Yeah.
But I'm comfortable and I'm happy doing it. So it progressed.
It was probably fun in the moment.
Yeah. We had a good time and then we obviously spent a couple of months together. But then in the back of my head, I was like, I knew I had stuff coming up. So it was hard for me to like fully commit.
Yeah.
And then I started, you know, being like less trustworthy, less loyal, and it was just kind of like on a downward spiral. Right. And it ended up just becoming so toxic. So we just kind of, parted ways.
But do you think you made it toxic or was it you guys as a collective?
Nah, she was perfect in that sense. Like it was all on my end.
Yeah.
Like I was traveling off of work, you know, I was seeing my ex a couple of times. She knew about it.
Naughty,
it was just drama.
naughty, Cal.
Yeah. And then at that point I was like, you know what? When we did like break up, I was like, this is probably for the best. I was like, there was so much parts of the relationship that were missing that I didn't realize until I was actually out of the relationship. So I guess I just like learned what I want in a partner and what like I don't want and how to move in future relationships, you know?
Yeah, but did you ever have the conversation or did she find a whole heap of shit and then she was the one to be like, this is done?
Yeah, it was pretty much that. And then I wasn't even like, there wasn't a part of me that was like, oh, like let's try to make it work. I think I was like, yeah, okay, sweet. Like this, and it was the most abrupt, perfect breakup in that sense. I was like, done, easy, happy days, move on. But then the TikToks and everything started coming out, and I was like,
but that's to be expected, bruh.
Yes,
like if you're gonna f around, then you
gotta pay the price.
But I think for me, if I were ever to go through a breakup publicly, I would want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just a whole lot of drama, and then it opens it up for people to have their opinion, and it's not healthy, and it's probably really hurtful for you and her for people to have their opinions on it. Yeah. But I just want to say this one thing. I'm such a girl's girl, and I've got massive girl code. I saw her out at the pub one night, and she was like really stressing. She's like, "Oh, Skye, Cal's not replying to me. Like he's at what are they?
Appearance.
Yeah, he's at an appearance," and I'm like, "Oh, babe, don't worry about it. Like he left before me last time. He's tame as f***. Like you were in the room on the phone to your girlfriend. I'm like bashing on the door, like get the f*** up, let's go." Anyway, and then I'm like, "Nah, babe," like reassuring her. And then the next time I saw you, you're like, "Yeah, I was kind of around," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I feel really bad."
That's not your fault.
No, but I was just like, I had nothing. I didn't know. Yeah. Obviously, we weren't speaking at that time, so I didn't I didn't know what was going on.
Exactly,
but I'm glad that you have learned from this.
Yeah.
And you're in a good place now.
Yeah.
And it's probably a good thing that you haven't clapped back online, because it would make you probably look bad.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like any breakups, I don't see the need to do all that sort of social media stuff, because not only is it like dragging out the breakup and prolonging everything, like if I was to like post loads of stuff online about my ex, right? And then how do I expect to like meet somebody else? So if I was to meet, like, say Doris, and she sees my Instagram,
Karen,
Doris, and like she goes to my Instagram and like she's like, what? He's obviously still hooked on his ex. Like, how do you expect to like meet more people? Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't touch a bird if she's got like all these posts and stuff about her ex. I'd be like, she's still caught up on his ex. Leave her alone.
No, who knows? Who knows? But I feel like it was hurtful what you did. So naughty. I do not condone that behavior, but it's good that you have learnt from it and you're like, look, I'm not going to do that again. You obviously didn't want to continue hurting her. That's why you were like, this has to stop.
Yeah, that's right.
But proud of you for being honest. And I have one question to ask, because everyone else is asking about it too. The little S bracelet that you've been wearing, what is the go?
So that was a gift from Sasha on Christmas. We
she's both had such a cutie.
Yeah, we had matching ones. She had a C on hers. I had an S on mine.
Yeah.
And then obviously when we broke up, I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this bracelet now? So I actually went back into the same shop and changed the S for a C. And it literally broke this morning. It's in the car. So I'm going to go back and get it re-soldered or something.
Fired on, burnt on, whatever they do.
There's a special word for it. Starts with an S. I think it ends with a D. Soldered. Don't know, but you know what I'm saying.
Who knows? We're not professional.
But that's the story of the bracelet, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you said you were wearing it in a photo, but it was an old photo that you uploaded?
Yeah. So like everyone online went bananas.
So they still thought you guys were seeing each other?
Yeah. And it was just like a candid photo. Like I didn't even pay attention to the bracelet, but you know how people like online, they just like see the little minute sort of...
I know, they pick everything apart.
Everything, yeah.
And they're like, oh, I think I know what's going on. And it's like, no, it's...
But to be fair, even when I did post that photo, the S was like, the S was actually still on my wrist at that time anyway. But that was like my sort of sign, like, all right, I need to actually change this now. Like I need to put the C on there, you know?
Because people were popping off. I would have just left it. I would have been like, yeah, this is the time in my life, all right? I dated a really pretty girl. Her name was Sasha, started with S. What do you want from me?
I'm glad that it was a bracelet and not a tattoo, because I would be up shit street if it was a tattoo.
Oh
Imagine
my God,
that.
Would you ever get a tattoo?
I don't know. I thought
like
about it.
Like your partner's name?
Yeah, or like, I've thought about it, but that's red hot, because if shit goes south, you've got ink permanently on your wrist, innit? Or whatever it is.
That would actually kill me. Actually, Lockie and his ex got like a matching tattoo. He didn't get her name, but they got a matching tattoo. And like, yeah, it kind of irked me at the start, but now I'm like, I don't care.
Well, so you still got it on now?
Yeah.
You're calm. That's so good.
Yeah, but I was not. I used to be a full-blown psycho. We can talk about that. Used to. Now I'm so chill because I'm like 8 years into my relationship.
Yeah.
I'm like,
time goes on and you're just like, whatever, innit? Yeah.
But I know how it would feel if like you started dating a guy and he had his ex's name. I'd be like, oh yeah, Tracy. Yeah, tell us about Tracy, huh? hell. It's
I
all
would
good.
never.
There's good lasers out there these days, but
But does it? I don't think it comes off completely though. You know, I think it stays on a little bit.
yeah, it's a bit
permanent,
risky.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
bit. Do you have any tattoos?
No, you don't put stickers on a Ferrari, Skye.
It's a bumper sticker on a Bentley. No. I love like little dainty tattoos on girls.
Yeah.
I think it's hot, and I think guys with tattoos look great too. But I'm like, I don't think it would suit me.
Yeah, same here.
I don't think I could pull it off. You're the
Yeah.
same. It would just not be right.
Not me. But I
Yeah.
feel like if I did end up having one, it'd be full chat and I'd be covered head to toe.
He's like, I would have all my ex's names on me.
There's not enough skin.
True that. Okay, so how are you feeling about the breakup? Are you over it? Are you all good now?
Yeah. I'm in the best place like that I've been in a long time, you know? Like
Yeah.
I feel like every relationship that you have, every breakup that you go through, you just kind of learn a bit more about yourself and like
Yeah.
what you want and what sort of aligns with you. And honestly, I've never felt better. I've got no responsibilities when I'm doing my work on the weekends, doing the club appearances and so forth. Like I've got no pressure. I don't have to text somebody to reassure somebody or any of that. I'm just living now. And it's like, I'm in a good place. I'm happy.
Yeah, it would be hard to have someone blowing up your phone, you know, stressing. And you
Yeah.
don't want to put them through that either.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you think you
hard.
would ever reach out to her and maybe be like, I'm sorry, or?
Oh, like obviously I apologized like when we went through our
that's good.
breakup. Yeah, of course.
Good job, mate.
Thanks, mate. But I feel like if I saw Sasha out now, I wouldn't be like have my ass up
Yeah,
against the wall.
no
I'd just be
bad
like, hey, how are you?
feelings.
Like, and I just keep moving, do my thing, you know? Like, I'm not the one to hold on to grudges and stuff.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like if I ever saw an ex out, regardless of what we've been through or how they treated me or how I treated them, I feel like I would just be like, hey, mate, how you going? Like,
yeah.
you don't really know them anymore. It's like you had a, you know, short period of time with them. I feel like it's easier just to have respect and not hold on to any,
100%.
you know,
But
bad blood.
I feel like it depends on how long the relationship is as well, you know? Like, ours was like literally 2 months. Like, it was very short.
It was short-lived.
It was very short.
It
So like,
was.
I don't have as much feeling towards it. It's not like I've been with somebody for like, 5 years and then it's just like a lot more weight to it. It's kind of like, it was a time and it's passed, like whatever. You know?
And it was so hard for you too, or it would have been hard for both of you because like everyone, it was so public and everyone had so many opinions on you and her and you guys together.
Yeah.
So
it's hard because that was my first relationship in the public eye.
Yeah, because you normally date girls who don't have social media.
Yeah, low-key birds. That's what I like usually go for, you know? And, you'd get the same with Lockie. Like,
He's
I've seen
I'm
stories.
the star normally.
But I've seen stories like on numerous occasions with yourself and Lockie, you know? And it's just like people just like
They love it.
They love it. Yeah.
They love being a part of your relationship and feeling like they know every detail, you know?
And I feel like it does have an impact, especially if you're not 100% happy in your relationship. The fact that you've got all the public eyes on you and like have this expectation that it puts you under a bit of pressure to like make it work.
Yeah, like there's even times where Lockie's been upset and been like, oh, this person said this and I'm, that hurts me. And I'm like, well, shit, it's hard for me to control what other people are saying, but it does get to your relationship, even though I don't want to let people know that because it's annoying and I don't want them to keep commenting, but it does put pressure and strain on the relationship.
But I feel like then, again, you've been with Lockie for such a long time now, you can like almost see it, like you've been through it enough and you've seen it enough to like just brush it to the side, where like for me, it was my first time. So like everything that would pop up or if I was feeling a type of way, I wouldn't want to like speak about it with Sasha because I'd be like, the pressure of the public, keep the public happy, like almost,
Oh,
like,
no way. I feel like you got to put yourself first 100%. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Thank you so much for being raw and honest. And,
that's what you can expect.
That's what you can expect from Skye and Cal's podcast.